Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we listening to not only John Stockton, but also Charles Barkley talk about how LeBron James cheated the game of basketball by stacking his teams. Make sure you subscribe if this your first time here. Click that like button. That's how they push the video. Let's go. We're going to listen to John Stockton first.
I don't know what it's like to sit in that front office and have things dictating to you like a player. I mean, it appears that LeBron is. I don't know for sure that he is, but it appears so. I think it'd be maddening as a teammate to know that you could be expendable for one of his guys that he thinks he needs to play with. The iffiness it causes with the team, the iffiness it causes upstairs. I don't like it either. I mean, I like kind of brag on Michael Jordan here a little bit, and I think we were a similar ilk with the Jazz. I like when guys just tighten their belt up and say, you know what, let's go to work. We just got to get better.
Yeah, I like that. We got to
play smarter instead of just, where's the grass greener? I'm going to go there and win a championship. I think it devalues that. You're not climbing the mountain. You're taking a helicopter to the top.
Totally agree.
He say LeBron taking a helicopter to the top of the mountain. He didn't climb that thing like the rest of us. He took the helicopter. He quit on his team and stacked the deck. He said what everybody was saying in 2011. Don't think John Stockton in this clip that we about to listen to from Charles Barkley, don't think they alone. When LeBron James quit on his team and went and joined the Miami Heat with D-Wade, with Chris Bosh, who was 6th in the MVP voting, I think the year before. He had a great year the year before. He had a real good year. And then D-Wade, it's like, yeah, man, people gonna feel like you're stacking the deck to win. And you see John Stockton, LeBron James is looking around, oh yeah, I could go win the championship here, let me go. He said, yo, I like dudes that tighten up their belt with the guys they got and just say, hey, I'm gonna go get it done. That was John Stockton. Now we gonna listen to Charles Barkley talk about how LeBron James has stacked the deck.
You know, I don't like any guys who join super teams. I'm biased against LeBron when it comes to comparing him to Michael, joining Dwayne and those guys. Because, you know, when we have this debate, and LeBron's amazing and spectacular, but I was like, Michael didn't join anybody. He just kept getting his ass kicked and got bigger and got stronger and finally knocked the wall down.
Facts. Mike didn't join nobody. When he joined the NBA, you had the Boston Celtics, the Pistons, the Lakers. They juggernauts. All of these dudes got stacked teams. The Bulls sucked. The Bulls had Michael Jordan. That's who they had. Everybody else is playing with a stacked team and they dominating the league because they have great teams. But he didn't quit. He didn't go join the Celtics. What do you think would have happened if Michael Jordan would have joined the Celtics or, you know, the Lakers or something like that? Man, they would have won a lot of championships. Not just going to the finals, but he would have actually won. Or if Kobe said, you know what? We ain't winning over here in LA. I'm about to join the Spurs with Tony Parker, Duncan, and when I get tired, they're going to bring Ginobili off the bench. What do you think would have happened? They'd have won every year. Tim Duncan would have been going back-to-back then. He'd have been winning 3-piece then. You see, if Kobe would have just went and did that. But he didn't. He kept fighting. And Charles Barkley is going to talk about something that I think is the reason why these guys stick with their teams. It's a mentality thing. So let's listen to Charles Barkley talk about the differences in the mentality between a MJ and a Kobe and a LeBron James.
I think it's lazy to get into the LeBron and Michael thing. Yeah. Because they both extraordinary. But I've never seen a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. And I always use this analogy because I don't even put LeBron above Kobe. I think, but the difference is LeBron's a nice guy. Nobody ever said that shit about Michael and Kobe. No, and they're like, yo, man, these dudes out here trying to kill people. And I always tell people that's the difference in my opinion. I said, man, Michael and Kobe, they're mean guys. They're gonna kick your ass and tell you about it the whole time. Like LeBron's a great player, but he's a really nice man. That's the difference.
And maybe that's why LeBron is like, yo, I'm just going to hop around. Everybody putting this pressure on me to win championships. You know, I want to satisfy the people. Let me just hop around and win championships. Not knowing they are championships. They count as rings, but they're not as impressive as the guys who won them all on the same team. The guys like the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans and the Steph Currys and the Tim Duncans and the Hakeem Olajuwons and the guys that went through the struggle. We like seeing the struggle. And then dudes climbing back up to the mountaintop. Man, I'm going to make another video on this, but I'm actually going to play this. I wasn't planning on playing this, but I'm going to play it just so y'all can see exactly how they used to talk about Kobe. How he fell from grace and had to climb back to the mountaintop. This is what we like. We like seeing stuff like this. But listen to how the journalists, this was on ESPN. This how they talked to Kobe. They're interviewing Kobe. This how they talk to him after Shaq leaves and the Colorado situation. And he's playing for the Lakers and he don't have no team around him. But he's killing it in the league. This is how they was talking to Kobe.
Kobe, I've been doing this for an extremely long time, and it's hard for me to remember a fall from grace that is greater than yours. You were one of the most popular players in the league and still are. But there are people out there who do not support you, and you have a situation where players and coaches are leaving. Even Barry Bonds, with all steroid allegations, doesn't seem to have fallen from grace as much as you. Is any of this your fault, or why do you think this is happening?
Yeah, I can't sit up here and say, I'm not at fault at all for anything that took place. I mean, if I could go back and do some things differently, I would. With the Shaq thing, the Phil thing, and all of that. But, there's nothing I can do about it now, and I can only learn from what took place in the past and just try to move on and just try to do the best job I can and just try to help us win ball games. And, I've seen many dark days. Us as a family, we've seen many dark days. But, the important thing to remember is that there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, nobody's perfect, Kobe. We all know that, but...
That's how they talked about Kobe. And he had to, it's light at the end of the tunnel and I'm going to come back. And he came back, led the team to the gold medal, won finals MVP, not once, but 2 times, without a top 75 player. He didn't need a Hall of Fame or a superstar team to get the job done. No, he climbed back to the mountaintop. But that's how they was doing Kobe. Barry Bonds got caught for doing steroids. They brought up Barry Bonds. They said, I've never seen a player fall from grace like this. Not even Barry Bonds. But we watched that. And we knew Kobe's still the best in the game. But the media ain't treating him right. And he climbed back up and took everybody. When he got a team, 1 trade, 1 player. And he went straight to the mountaintop. Won the championship the year after that. After leading them back to the gold medals. Because people forget, they won bronze in 2004, but in 2006, they had bronze too. So they just couldn't get it done in international play. Coach, all right, come here. Hey, all you young boys, Melo, D-Wade, Bryant, come on. Y'all get on my back. I'm going to show you how to do this. But he climbed back up. And that's what we like to see. That's what John Stockton is talking about. When he say, some people took the helicopter and then the other greats didn't do that. That's what Charles Barkley is talking about when he's talking about that mentality, man. I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. And salute to these Hall of Famers, these great players, for coming out and being honest. And remember, I was around in 2011, dog. Everybody felt that way. Everybody was like, what? You going to Miami with D-Wade and Chris Bosh? That don't seem fair. But, hey, that's what y'all want to do. A lot of players came out and spoke about that. Not just these two, man. But y'all let me know. What do you think about John Stockton and Charles Barkley coming out and saying, LeBron James cheated the game to make sure he could secure championships. Put it down in the comments. As always, if this is your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Click that like button. Check out the other content. Y'all be easy. Be safe.